Hello. Jesus, when he talked about a lot of different things, but one of the things that he talked a lot about was forgiveness. And a story that he told that kind of helped with understanding about what he meant by forgiveness. There was a family, a man and his two sons, and they had a farm and they worked the farm and they were very busy and they did very well for themselves. Well, the younger son got tired of working and he just decided that he could make his own money. He didn't need to work on his dad's farm anymore. So he asked his dad to give him his share of his money, whatever his inheritance would be. He wanted it now, and he was going to leave, and he was never coming back, and he was going to make all kinds of money on his own. So the father finally gave him the money, and the son left. And according to the story that Jesus told, he went out and he started doing his own thing and investing his money in different things. He didn't do very well. And there were people who were his buddies as long as he had money and helped him spend his money. But once the money was gone, they weren't his friends anymore. And so they left him. And he was left all alone in a country far away. He didn't have any food to eat. He didn't have any more money to use. And there was a famine in that land, and there weren't even very many jobs to have anymore. And he finally got a job taking care of the pigs. And this wasn't a very good job. I don't know if you've ever been around pigs, but they don't eat the most appetizing things. And they're dirty and messy, but that was his job. He fed the pigs. And the story even goes that he must not have been given very much money for what he was doing, because it said that he was so hungry that he was tempted to eat the food that he was feeding the pigs. That's pretty bad. And he was thinking to himself, and he thought, the men who worked for my dad get paid and eat better than I am. I'm going to go home. And I'm going to tell my dad that I was wrong and that I'm sorry. And please forgive me. And if I don't want to be your son, I mean, you don't have to bring me back as that. But just let me work for you. And then I'll be happy. So the son headed towards home. Well, the dad was very sad. And being a dad, he was very worried about his son. And I'm sure every day he probably in the back of his mind kept an eye out and listened and hoped that he would look up and he would see his son coming. And sure enough, one day, as he looked out, he saw his son coming down the road, and he was in dirty, old, battered, torn clothes, and he looked pretty rough, but he was so excited because his son was home. And the story goes that the man ran out to his son, and he grabbed him and he hugged him, and he told the servants, bring clean clothes for my son to wear, and let's have a party and invite everyone, and we're going to celebrate because my son has come home. And the son said, Dad, I'm so sorry. I was so wrong. I have sinned against you and against God. Please forgive me. And the father knew that he was sincere. And they took care of their business. And they got everything settled. But you know what Jesus wanted us to know by this was that God is a forgiving God. We all make mistakes. We all do things that are wrong. As hard as we try sometimes, we just don't get it right. But he is always, always there and always willing to forgive us and always willing to welcome us back home, just like that dad did his son. Because we are his children and he loves us very much. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.